The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the guests. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the host. I'm a stupid robot.
Give it up for the funny, the hilarious. King of the open micers and the one-liners, Alonzo Cantu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
Cartoon Fridays.
Cartoons Fridays.
Cartoons Fridays.
Here comes I'm pretty. Oh yeah.
Is that it? No, that is not it.
Watch the hair. Blah, blah, blah. Good news, everyone.
Woohoo!
Yes! There we go. Oh! Die. You're killing me.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League. In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
Super friends, we need your help. It's somewhere over there. We'll start searching that area immediately. Hey, put the drugs away. How's it going?
Hide the drugs. What's
Yeah,
up?
you over there off camera.
What is going on?
Hey, how's it
We're
going?
doing good. We're here. We're alive. We made it. I'm glad. I'm happy.
For the funny, the hilarious.
That's the wrong one.
Oh no.
There we go.
Yay.
Bitch up higher. Turn that bitch up higher. Hey, what's it going, y'all?
Show started. Okay.
The show started. What's going on there? I'm over here. You're over there. You're watching
all
us.
here.
Check this shit out. 1 second.
What's
Look at
going
this.
on, world?
What's going on? What's going on? My computer isn't connecting right now.
Yeah, and that's just how it goes. Right when you need it.
Yeah.
You need it to show all your friends
listen
how
here,
cool
you
you are.
piece of shit,
Things
piece
that
of
you look
technology.
into.
Gonna fucking work.
That's when it shuts out.
My name isn't Alonzo Cantu the Magnificent.
It's like I swear
There
to
we
God,
go.
my
Yeah,
bank
you
account
see that
says I have $1
shit?
million. It's just not
See-
working.
Through my own fucking amazingness, I made
Nice.
it work. I'm gonna turn my own headphones up. Cause why does everything sound so low? You know what? Know why it is? Because my fucking headphones are low. Now they're high. Check this shit out. Yeah, look at that. This is called technology. You motherfuckers ain't never seen it a day in your life.
They don't know.
All right?
They don't know.
You're the Amish compared to me.
They don't fucking know.
This is the new fucking BFI studio. Can you turn off the air conditioning for me, sweetheart? Yeah, that's what I do to women now. I call them sweetheart, toots.
You're
Hey.
lucky I'm not very smart.
Hey, Dame, can you mind turning off that piece of machinery that don't break a nail over there, sweetheart? All right, please, give it up for myself. My misogyny is in full effect. I'm in the new studio. Alonzo Cantu is rocking. I am rolling. I am jiving. I'm speaking to black people in a way that they never heard a white man speak to them before. It's basically the music video for
Like ever?
yeah, play that funky music, white boy. You ever heard that song?
That's
It's
good stuff.
that about
basically
you?
that's about me.
Oh.
It was based off of me. My life is like the music video to that song. It's constantly playing through every step of my feet. G unit. Yeah, that's right. You motherfuckers don't even know. And that's fine though. I have a lot of people calling in today. I have my good friends, my best friends.
They're already
in the
calling
studio.
in. They're already in line.
Yeah, John Abraham of the John Don't Know Show.
Hey, what's up?
But he's
How's
not
it
a
going?
no-show, all right? But
I'm
he
here.
don't know.
I'm present.
But what he don't know shows for show. Yeah, and he's not a homo. I don't know. One time he was looking at my dick a little deliciously, but I was looking at his.
I was curious. Yeah.
We were looking at each other's penises, inspecting each other for cancers. That's what good friends do. I spread his asshole open sometimes, check his prostate with my tongue so I can get the temperature check. I'm like a snake.
It's called the bonding. It's grooming. You know, it's like what the monkeys do. You ever see the monkeys
I'm like,
at the zoo just picking at each other?
your taint's a couple fucking centimeter, what, not centimeters, Celsius off, or what are units of heat?
Degrees.
Yeah, what are units of
Degrees
heat? Degrees, yeah, it's a couple degrees
We're in
off.
America. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Hey,
Yeah.
give it up for science guy over here. Fucking John Nye, the science guy. Are you gonna tell people that you took mushrooms?
Nah, they'll figure it out.
All right, good. All right, good.
They'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
John's wearing some sexy rock star glasses. I'm just being me. All right.
Well, I had to because like you have like a legit professional studio going on here, which means you got like these high beam lights just right in our faces.
It looks sexier than it has any right to be. That is true.
I'm here just getting melted, but and yeah, since I took drugs, my eyes are just like all dilated. But
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off that fan over there because I think it's on. So what I'm gonna do is turn off that fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's no problem. He's gonna just shuffle on by.
That's what you got to do. I moved it.
Yeah,
for
turn
you.
off the microwave. Unplug the toaster. You know.
All right.
We have to put all the energy into this studio.
I think the fire alarm's still on. Let's go ahead and take the battery out.
Things to say. All right. And I'm gonna fucking say them. I also figured out I'm like a Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. That's right. Give it up for me. I'm getting back into anime. All right. Rediscovering that shit. Watching some fucked up anime. You know? You guys ever heard of Redo the Healer?
No. What's that one?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched
I'm
it.
not a big anime guy, but like if it's a good one, I'll watch it. Like
I don't know if it's a good one. It could be a really, really
okay.
bad one, actually. But what it's about is a guy that gets brutally raped and tortured for like years.
For fun?
I don't know. That's a good thing. I've only watched a couple episodes, so I can't speak to his character arc. But what happens, John and Jimmy, is healer. I thought his name was Redo at first, but his name's something else. I don't know. But he's a healer. He has these powers to heal. But every time he heals somebody, it like he sees all of their fear and pain and experiences it. So it kind of drives him mad, and he doesn't want to do it. But he can like make people's arms come back. You know, he can basically like bring somebody back to life. Pretty much. That's how powerful his healing is.
Reminds me of the Green Mile.
Yeah. So to keep him, so he doesn't want to do it. He tries to run away. So they basically like get him addicted to heavy drugs and then just beat him down and psychologically like, you know, get him thinking that he's not worth anything and all that. And to use his healer powers. Eventually he becomes immune to the drugs and then like becomes such a powerful healer that he's able to like he basically becomes like a kind of a god. And then he uses his powers to go back in time and just like torture everybody that wronged him. But it's a Japanese anime, so the torture.
So you time travel and heal people?
It kind of makes sense to me. I mean, if he's able to like absorb everybody's like past memories and pain and shit, like yeah, that I feel like enough of that would make somebody transcend or something.
Yeah. And then basically, since it's a Japanese anime, his torture gets very sexual. You know, and so it's like he basically like, you know, it's like a revenge rape fantasy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've only seen like a couple episodes.
Pretty dark.
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, you know what, Japan, you guys are fucked up. All right, but I'm watching it. So what does that say about me? I've only gotten to episode 2, and it's funny in the sense that so the main chick that was like abusing him and all that, he like goes. And I don't want no spoiler alerts here, but he like tortures and rapes her, but then like changes her mind in her face and all that, and makes it like fakes her death, and then like makes her like his like new like assistant, and all that, and like convinces her that she's like super into him and like
Like
super
a Stockholm
subservient.
syndrome kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could
And,
like put the memories in other people too. Like he takes the memories.
well, he just takes away her memories. Yeah, I guess he can kind of put some shit into her because it kind of implies that when it's like he's holding the back of her head, you see his hand doing some golden glowing shit. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Oh yes," and he's like, "Yes, you always like what would help you remember." Having sex with me, but say that you're a female pig. That's what you always say. And she's like, really? That's what I always say? Okay, I guess so. And then she's like all into him. And that's episode 2, so I haven't gotten to the rest of it, but you guys tell me what you think. Redo the Healer. I'm thinking about what Bella Ivy has her Sex in the City podcast. I'm going to do a Redo the Healer podcast,
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's going to be great. And also, we just watched the Rick and Morty anime talking about more mainstream, less sexy, less fun animes, the Rick and Morty anime. So a lot of you guys are probably going, Rick and Morty anime? What's that?
Yeah.
What is it, Rick and Morty? It's like another multiverse thing now. I feel like everything's multiverses now. Like everything is always just like layers upon layers of realities, and
Yeah,
I think that's what that was. Yeah.
Well, apparently they made an anime for Rick and Morty, and I was hearing about that. I think they announced it maybe last year or recently, and I was kind of curious about what that would be like.
I do remember hearing the early like promotions of it. I thought it was fake because remember when he did the Szechuan sauce at McDonald's, and everyone was like,
they did release it though eventually.
Did they?
Yeah, it was
they
just
made
that
it happen.
It was I mean, even before that, they did do a short run of the Szechuan sauce, but it was very like limited. It was like limited stores and stuff like
I
that.
thought that was fake. I thought that was like,
No, people were going crazy for that sauce.
yeah. I don't believe everything on the internet. So.
No,
Well, I
but
also blame.
That was me. That's me. That's proven wrong. So.
I think it was one of those
I can be
forced
wrong sometimes.
scarcity things, like when they first came out with the PlayStation and they only released or not the first, when they with the PlayStation 5 and people were like trying to get it online.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't available to everybody, they were trying to snap it up. I was trying to tell people there's no good games for the PlayStation 5, especially when it first came out. There was like no good games. So it was like, why are you going to spend $1,000 on this piece of shit? That's another ace fact. You can follow me for more of these hot ass takes. Check this out. I also added some more technology to the studio. I got a little button instead of having to do this. Remember, I was having to do this. Everybody that was watching earlier episodes, don't got to do that anymore. I press a little fucking button.
Hey.
Check this shit out.
They don't know.
Buy some fucking shit. I pressed another button. Look at this. Check all the fucking buttons I got. All the fucking buttons, dude.
Well, I don't know if you can see, but it's like little credits on.
Yeah, I got another button. Oh, and check this out too. People, you guys, because I love the audience, they can always check out the little things on the screen, right? But know what I did? That was a little teaser. You're gonna see what that. It's gonna be about that later. But now, people in studio, they can see it on the screen in front of me, right?
Yeah,
You guys can't. You know what? Let me. You know what? This is how dope my camera is. Let me show you guys some shit. Is everything hidden? All my drugs and big dildos and shit hidden? Good. All right, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at that.
Hey.
That's what's on my computer right now, but it's being projected to the fucking television.
And you're doing it through your phone.
Yeah, and I'm also moving this around through my phone, motherfuckers. Do you understand the technology that I have? I don't need to be funny. People are just like drooling over the sophistication of my technology, fucking diddling off to it. It's fucking beautiful. God damn, I'm amazing. Look at this shit. Give it up for me again.
I mean, that's why we had to get over here as soon as we could. We saw your episode
Fuck
with
yeah.
Ethan Martinez last week. And I was
A
like,
pittance. A pittance compared to what I do today. Look at this. I got the lights back. I got everything looking beautiful. Eventually, oh yeah. I also broke. Remember, guys, I used to have that table in the last episode. It broke.
Oh,
that sucks. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna call this man right here. I'm not gonna save it for the end. I'm gonna save it for the beginning.
Oh, you got to lead with your strongest
I
material.
have to move the main control room studio down the street. What's in? I have to move. Service issue. Let me see. Want to do your stream from here live? All right. God damn it. Give me 1 second. Let's call this motherfucker.
Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up, sexy? You're live. This call may be monitored and recorded for quality and assurance. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about you? I'm at the breakaway studio. I was on my way to the control room. I'm glad you caught me.
Hey,
good. Yeah, because I don't have anything set up for doing the video thing because we're going live right
Well, like I said, we've got all the video capabilities here. Okay, we're live. There we go. We're live.
We're live.
We're live. How's everybody doing?
We're live. The Ace Man is in studio. I got John and Jimmy. I got John Abraham and Jimmy Lucif. I don't know if you know of them. They're movers and shakers. And I have on the phone the notorious, the one, the heckler in Koch. You know, the heckler in chief. Fucking Cosmo Kramer himself.
Thank you very much. That's a hard one to follow. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You guys look great, even though I can't hear you. I see you. I can hear it in your voices.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, my man.
That.
So first off, let's just start this off. What you up to, Cosmo?
Man, I'm like I said, I'm over here at the comic book shop at the studio. I was just about to sit down and start the stream, and then the Wi-Fi just went south. I sent you a video. Did you see that?
No, you sent me a video to the text or to Instagram?
Yeah, to the text message. I'm over here at 1123 North Flores at Nelco Comics. My friend Philip Nelco, my ex-employer, has decided to store all of his comics in one place and then turn it into a comic shop / podcast studio.
Oh, that's
nice.
dope.
That's very nice.
We got a jukebox, we have a bar, and we've got a Galaxian game here, and so it's sort of a speakeasy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Anyway,
so is that
now I'm sitting
open
on the
for
couch.
people to come check out now, or
Come
what?
come by today. Yeah, they're open today all day. They're open tomorrow.
Hey Jay, you still got my shirts, man?
One second. I'm trying to play this.
Hey Jay, you
video,
still got
but
my shirts,
everything
man?
Just pause this.
Till 6 o'clock. Till 6 o'clock.
Till 6 o'clock. Very
awesome.
beautiful. Very beautiful. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put this over here. Let me start this off here. So, Cosmo.
Yes, sir.
I wanna set the stage for the interview. We were talking recently. You sent me a message. If people were watching last week, this is the heckler that heckled during the Joe Rogan special. Is that correct? Am I right in saying that?
You are absolutely correct. I did absolutely heckle Joe Rogan, and I'm sorry about it. I can't. It was inappropriate. And you know me, I've been in show business so long. I know better than that. You know, it's something that I don't support in any fashion. I've even bounced people out of my own the station comedy club for doing even less than that. So yeah, it was really just one of those things, Alonzo. And thank you for letting me talk about it. You know, it was one of those things where I was in there. I mean, I went to go hang out with Chappelle. I worked on a couple of his shows, 10 episodes as a boom mic. Every time I catch him, I like to be around him because he holds church. I found him backstage with the stage hands, and I just listened to what he was talking about in a big circle. And I didn't even say hi to the guy, but I was there. I just recently started my consulting business, so I had a big old amount of money in my pocket. And I used to work at the Majestic Theater as the facilities engineer and the attendant during the event. So it was a weird storm of me trying to just show off. I had a beautiful woman next to me, and I asked Stacy, who's the general manager there. I said, Stacy, she's my boss. I said, Stacy, can I buy some tickets? And she kind of scoffed because she knows how much money I make. She said, I'll sell you two for $650 a pop, mid orchestra, right? And of course, I just pulled out $1,300, and we went in the show. Now that was my first mistake, to let my money and my self control get to the better of me and drop $1,300 on tickets. But I'd also been watching Joe Rogan recently for some reason. It just caught my fancy, and there was an episode on cobalt mining, and so I got really into this cobalt mining rabbit hole, and I went down on a YouTube rabbit hole. Cobalt mining, it was inside my head. So in the middle of the show, approximately 28 minutes, 30 minutes in, he takes a rest, and he takes his drink of water, and the audience settles, and it was quiet enough, and then he opened up with China. And then he let that one hang out. And I was like, I felt such a part of the show, but I was also overwhelmed with this cobalt stuff running through my mind. And I just blurted out, cobalt mines. And
take your shot.
Shoot your shot. That was the dumbest thing ever because I said it. I didn't think I was being heard. I was mid-orchestra, right? I was like, there's nobody's going to hear it. Then he fucking says, what did he say? And the audience parrots it right away. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And then he's like, you fucking dipshit. You had one chance to say something on TV. You know a thing. Congratulations, you fucking idiot. And I'm just like, Now, immediately, I see the two officers that I work with at every show, my friend Gus, they're my friends. They walk over to escort me out of the building in handcuffs. I was detained temporarily. And again, I was, up against charges of disturbance of a public event, something post-COVID.
Wow.
That's a real charge. And so I really did, and again, embarrassed in front of all my working colleagues. So I thought for sure that this was going to take a turn for the worse. And I tried to do as much damage control as I could over the weekend. The press was writing about me. I had my attorneys cancel a cease and desist an article. Netflix, if you watch the Netflix special, it started to spike at the 28-minute mark from San Antonio zip codes. All these things started to happen, and I'm just like, no. So I tried to do this damage control because, again, Alonzo, I was in the wrong. I did the wrong thing and I made the wrong move, but I thought if there's anything I can get out of this, if there is a silver lining, it's to really just apologize, but also, have everybody learn from my mistakes, because I see this now. Somebody mentioned after this happened, they're like,
I don't know,
there's a whole
Cosmo. All I'm hearing from this is that if you heckle Joe Rogan, you become way cooler. People like Alonzo are going to have you on the podcast, Everybody's going to be talking about
I don't want to
you.
be famous for this.
Joe
I don't have
Rogan
a
becomes more
monetization on my
popular because now he's
screen.
associated with
No.
Cosmo and shit. Everybody's talking about Joe Rogan. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
don't
how
want
I'm
to be famous
feeling.
for this. I don't want to be famous for this. I don't monetize.
Now
my
you're
feeds.
famous. It's like, oh, I heckle, I become cool like Cosmo.
No,
He has his own studio.
please,
He's
no.
doing whatever he wants.
No, please, no. It was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have had any and just really trying to put forward the message of kindness is all I can do to fall back on to try to save any amount of face at this point. Obviously I just had to go through it. I did a live apology at the Black Tiger, and they didn't heckle me. And I was like, whoa. I was really I had a USDA checkpoint for produce at the front door. I was expecting lettuce or tomatoes, but there was no agriculture thrown at my head, and they just let me talk, and they laughed.
Where is this at, the Blind Tiger?
Blind Tiger, yeah.
And that's above a fucking restaurant, so they had the access to the food.
Yeah, they
and
could
shit,
have grabbed some food.
They could have ordered it during your set. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, that was the experience of last week, and it's transformed obviously into a person that doesn't drink.
So if you heckle
or do drugs.
Joe Rogan, you become a better person. That's so wild. It's like
I don't know if that's true or not.
become like a better person. One second.
That's the
silver
Somebody in
lining
the
of
chat,
this,
Ricky the Don said, "Remember Freak Inc." I do remember Freak Inc. Actually. That used to be my old stunt group back when I was running the internet before there was YouTube or anything like that. Back when I was the baddest thing running at 14 years old. I do remember that. He says, "I am your conscience, LOL." Ricky the Don. Ricky the Don, you should call in, buddy. Maybe after Cosmo, you should call in, talk to me about the Freak Inc. days or something. Or don't, and just sit back and enjoy. But call me now, 210-284-2552. I think we're going to have some callers calling in later. I know I was talking to, it's funny because he said Ricky the Don, and I was confused because Don Robles just posted above there, and then it said Ricky the Don, and it said remember
So many
Freak Inc.
Dons.
So I was really confused. I was like, who the fuck is Ricky the Don? Is that Don Robles' burner account, and he forgot that he was logged into it or something? And I'm like, how does he know about Freak Inc. unless we talked about it or whatever? Ricky the Don's gonna call in. All right. Well, I wanted to talk to Cosmo about this shirt thing, so I'll have Ricky the Don call in after that, and then let me see. Still don't know. Who's Ricky the Don? Okay, give me 1 second. Can I put you on hold, Cosmo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this is a blast from my past, apparently. This is cool. Ricky the Don. Ricky. I don't know. Let me see. We'll find out. Yeah, call up. I'll put Cosmo on hold if you call in.
Ricky is short for Richard.
Richard Donald.
Could be.
Yeah. All right. Well, the phone number's on the screen. 210-284-2552.
Ricardo's. You know Ricardo's.
Don. Yeah, that's cool though. I don't know why it's taking too long to call up, but I just gotta put on his talking pants. But
well, there is an internet outage. AT&T.
Yeah. Well, it's because I wanted to get into this next part of it. I wanted to get into the. So let me see. Cosmo apologizing for having so much. Yeah, this is so fucking annoying. Let me see. Having so much money. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, all right. Let me see. All right. So we got Ricky the Don calling in. I'll be right. Just stay on the line with me, Cosmo. We're gonna get back to this. Hello, caller. You're on Bad First Impressions Live. This call may be monitored and recorded. How you doing?
How's it going?
This is going good. Who am I talking to?
a blast from your past, man. It's Ricky Jones.
Ricky Jones.
Think about it.
I don't know. How do you know me from? You know me from the forum days? You know me from back when I lived in Arkansas? Where
I know you back from when you lived in Arkansas, man. I used to come to your house all the time.
Ricky Jones. I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of people came to my house.
It was a trap house.
Yeah. My brother had a lot
fair,
of friends
man.
and stuff. Were you a friend of my brother or a friend of me?
You, but yeah, a little bit of both, man.
Didn't you call into the show before?
I have not. I commented a couple times, man. I was like, I was a big fan of the show, and I don't know, man. I've always kind of supported your grind.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I'm sure. So you're not Ricky Jones, right? That you got another name, right?
No, my name's Ricky Jones, bro.
Ricky Jones.
Like, don't look at me, man.
But you're more of a friend of my brother's.
It sounds like an alias,
bro.
Yeah.
You don't remember me, Al?
Dude, I'm sure you do. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure I know you because you know me as Al before Alonzo, back before before I got rich enough to add the other letters to the name and all that, dude.
Dude, I'm
Ricky Jones.
I love it, man.
No, dude, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
man. Dude,
man.
I do a lot of drugs, dude, and I drink a lot and shit. You know, back in the
I've
day,
never
I didn't
stopped
though.
doing drugs, man. I
Yeah.
went to the Navy for like 8 years, but then right back to the drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky Jones, dude. So, did you used to hang out with Austin and all them, or what?
All of them, man. Like, I knew all you guys at different times. We were in drama class
You know
together.
what? Yeah, dude, I know you, man. You used to skate and shit, right? Skate with Andy and all them, right?
Fuck no, I did not skate.
Did you BMX or what?
No, I was into four-wheelers.
Fuck. Shit, man. I
Bro,
don't know.
that's stupid. You don't remember me. That's crazy to me, man. You're doing too much drugs.
I know, man. It is. You know what? I bet if I fucking saw your face,
I was
man.
gonna say, send
you
him a
should-
photo,
Yeah, send me a
selfie.
photo.
My face is right there in the chat. That's me.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I can't. So when I see the chat, it just shows that it's YouTube.
Send
and
your
then it
mom's
says Ricky
maiden
the Don.
name.
It just shows a little YouTube
very
icon.
small.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't show a face.
Name of your first
Did
employer.
you see his face?
I can kind of see his face.
me
Hey,
see.
God, let me see if I can click on his profile for you. That
Yeah.
way you can.
Yo,
Shit,
it's like
because I'm
an
not
AI
trying. I'm not
photo,
trying to
though.
insult, dude. Trust me. I don't.
No, it's all love, bro.
All right, good. Because I love that you're calling into the show, man. Hell yeah.
So I've actually been
He
listening
looks different,
to
man. He's probably.
your stream.
Dude,
So
you have to understand. I haven't
I
lived in fucking Arkansas since I moved out in like 2011 and shit. So I'm in there since then.
Ooh.
Yeah, shit, man.
You moved
Go on.
out
I'm sorry.
in 2011. Yeah, I guess I moved out in 2010. I went to Hawaii and then I went to California and then I came back to Arkansas probably 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about going back, man. It's really pretty. I've been like getting more into like the woods and shit.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I mean, it's just kind of slow, man. Everyone went their separate ways, type shit.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, let's talk. Let's talk later too, because I want to get back to this Cosmo thing because there's some drama in the scene. So I want to play a little video
No,
and shit.
it's cool,
but
man. Like,
yeah,
I
man.
respect your hustle, man.
Yeah.
The comedy scene, it's cool as fuck, man. I'm rooting for you guys.
Ah, man, I love you, dude. Talk to me. Talk to me soon. I'll text you. I got your number now. All right. Stay safe.
You got my number. Text me after the show.
Hell yeah, man. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
Oh yeah, man. This is a fucking blast from the past, dude. I had to get the thing because when somebody's like, "Oh, remember Freak Inc? I'm your conscience." I'm like, it's gonna go one of two ways. It's like, I gotta talk to that person. All right, let me get back to Cosmo.
In all fairness, his name does sound kind of fake.
No, Ricky Jones. Yeah, no, I'm sure because human. Yeah, I think I remember now. But still, like I'm saying, I was even trying to remember my homie's old phone number because I always remembered Cody's phone number. Hey, what's up, Cosmo? You back on the line?
Back on the line.
All right. So you said that. Okay. So Joe Rogan heckling happened. So you were talking to me earlier about
now,
something.
I mean, and now you got me. So here's the reveal. If you're asking for it,
There we go. Here we got the reveal. All right. Now we got the reveal. All right. Here we
I
go.
mean, you're asking about the T-shirts, right? And Alonzo, you're asking about these T-shirts from the Station Comedy Club, right?
Oh, well, I was going to get to that
and
afterwards.
I'm not a. Oh, you want to get to that afterwards?
No, that's
Keep
good.
going.
No, you go. No, you go. You started it. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about the
Okay,
T-shirts.
So
T-shirt
So the
game.
T-shirts. I mean, and now you fucking got me here. You see, Alonzo, I'm not a good liar, but I am an expert prankster and a marketing genius at this point. Okay, so you got me. Fuck. All right. So the T-shirts, though, and I didn't know you were going to bring this up. This is all just happening now, but this is the reveal. You got me. All right. So everything I just told you guys was a fabrication with an airtight, alibi behind it, to where it was performance art. but it was a part of a marketing test that I proved to be successful.
This shows that you can never like give Cosmo any kind of secret. How quick did he break? I didn't say anything. He's like, you're right. Everything I said before was totally bullshit. Like what?
I can't fucking lie. Like I can't lie like that. I can tell a joke. But now it's about real people, and so truthfully, I knew and I'd pre-planned this. I'd pre-planned the thing around the Joe Rogan, but I'd also pre-planned it for the week of school. So it was a very busy time for everybody, and that's when marketing subliminal of this nature hits. Because again, there's so many people that'll never know if this was real or not. The goal was to break the organic marketing reach.
I don't know if this call's real or not. I'm tripping out.
All right,
I'm flipping out right here, dog. My head's blown.
No. The T-shirts. I'm so sorry. Okay, the T-shirts. It's a marketing thing. I'm selling this concept, so it's a really valid concept. But the T-shirts were part of it. So I hid the T-shirts in the basement because Davey and I were on the outs because of my drinking. And he's sober and I'm not. And Davey was really he was still hanging on for me so much that he was allowing me to be around it, even though, I was fighting to be sober. And he was very supportive. That's why I fucking kind of, this is diabolical in a way because.
Yeah, you're like, hey, look at this piece of shit. He believes in me. You know what I can do? Take his possessions
take his stuff and
steal
hide
them
them somewhere.
Yeah.
So I hide them in the thing. And I make it so that Jay Whitecotton, who helped me write this marketing thing, was in presence. He was in the presence of the place. So the narrative is that Jay came and stole the T-shirts and I allowed it, but the T-shirts never left. And so I did this so that I could get those comedians to be unwittingly play their roles in this whole marketing thing that I needed to break this organic reach barrier, which of course on Monday I broke 5,000 views in 15 minutes, organic.
Nice.
It broke the algorithm. I captured all the data. I've got a team of computer nerds right behind me, all the console data, all the CSS from multiple device data, plus the error logs from Facebook. And what we're going to do is now double down on this, but this is real people.
We're going to steal Davey's fucking car.
real marketing. And, and the T-shirts they are sitting at Francis Boggs' side. I notified Justin Governor. I told you to try to reach to Davey. Today I sent a message to Davey on his account that I follow on Facebook still. But yeah, he was super mad at me and wouldn't even listen to the prank. And he was just like, you are a piece of shit. And I was at that time a drunk piece of shit. But it's so fucked up because I'm sorry for that now too. But again, it was just part of this marketing thing. And I want to team up with people like Davey and comedians all around because these are the people to perform these things in real life and provide the organic reach that is the only real marketing reach that you need. And that's why this concept is worth a lot of money. I'm shopping it next week in Austin. Like I said, it's the first test. We're going to do another market test. I'd really like for everybody to be a part of it.
So wait a second. So what I want to get to, Cosmo, is because this is fucking genius. All right. Obviously, everybody sitting here in this room can agree this is the smartest thing we've ever heard in our lives. So what I'm trying to figure out is
I'm mind blown.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to figure out is you knew you were going to heckle Joe Rogan before you stole Davey's T-shirts.
All right.
How did you know that? How did you know that?
Now everybody's gonna hate me. You ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
This is going live, and like 3 people are gonna hear this, but so the heckler was a plant from Rogan's team. That was the airtight part of my alibi. That heckler was a plant.
So that's not even you?
No, I was never there. I was there hanging out with Chappelle, but I was not there in the third week. No, and that was a heckled plant so that Rogan could, again, discourage heckling and, that kind of thing. But that was part of his show because if you notice, he rolled right along and said, oh, yeah, but the Chinese are doing that. And then laughter, so that was a completely timed and orchestrated heckle.
That makes sense.
It's what everybody does nowadays.
How would you know
it's all
that,
about causing
Cosmo?
controversy.
How do you know that?
How do I know that?
Yeah.
Because I helped build Joe Rogan's studio and all my friends go out to dinner with him.
Wait a second. So there is no organic marketing concept. So wait a second, Cosmo. Wait a second. So there's no organic marketing concept where you're the heckler for Joe Rogan shows, and you stole David's T-shirts to try to break the organic reach.
They did the research. I'm sorry. They did the rehearsal the night before.
No, but where's your part in this? Remember when you said that you did this because it was a big orchestrated prank, and that's why you
absolutely.
Okay, but you weren't even in the studio. Were you in the audience?
No, I was never there. The lie is that everything is true. That's why it's airtight. The lie is that I was at the show. I did not buy the ticket from Stacy. I went to dinner with Gina instead.
Well, that makes sense, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is, remember this marketing thing? You said the whole breaking the organic, and then you're trying to shop it in Austin next week.
Correct.
What are you shopping exactly?
The concept is, it's basically what they're doing now with brand ambassadors. So they go at Central Casting, goes and finds people and that want to represent their brand. They shill them on Instagram and say, hey, use your follower base. We'll give you this money. Shill our product on Instagram. It's the same kind of thing. It's just casting research for performance artists that have a network of people. Remember, Alonzo, there were 40 people working with me on this. And half of them
But what were they working on? What did you do?
Well, okay, so when anybody called me up as a friend that were trying to figure out what. Hang on one second. I got Gina calling me. Hang on one second.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to sell something, but like, there's no name for what he's selling.
Can you open up the door real quick? I gotta smoke a cigarette. I'm flipping out over here. I feel like I'm in like Inception or some shit. All right. Yeah, so Cosmo did you guys, I know you guys are on mushrooms, but I didn't take we all can agree I didn't take any mushrooms, right? You're not on mushrooms. Only John's on mushrooms, right? I think you're the only one understanding it too. You're like, it's making perfect sense to me.
I'm back. So the concept is basically that. What I'm selling is that these people they've already read the NDA, pre-NDA, so they're going to follow me around, document my process of how I locate artists. See, the whole thing is that it's not really original. The Cosmo did this, but there are plenty of other Cosmos out there.
I'm trying to figure out, what did you do?
What I did was I orchestrated a false narrative, piggybacking on the $4 billion entertainment industry, using that as the springboard. I picked a very busy week. I made sure to cause local controversy within my peer group and extended contacts.
How would you know that there was going to be a heckler during the Joe Rogan thing beforehand?
That's a little bit of secret information. Now I got to keep something. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to ask the magician to reveal his secrets. Now I feel like an
that's
asshole.
What you're asking, but that's okay. You're the asshole now. All right.
Yeah, I feel like, you're right. I am, because I'm like, wow. I'm sitting here like amazed at what he did, and now I'm asking him to explain what he actually did. And he's like, sometimes when you do the right thing, nobody even knows you did anything at all. Is what you're trying to say.
And now you got me explaining it. So I sound like a jackass because it was really just an advanced marketing thing that I hatched. I knew that back to school was going to be the time to do it, and it worked. Like I said, it broke the algorithm in 15 minutes, 5,000 organic views.
Chat's asking, are you wearing a Guy Fawkes mask right now, like in V for Vendetta?
No, but I'm actually in the control room here at Nelco now, and Philip, you added a bunch of TVs. I feel like I'm in the Enterprise right now. There's so much TriCaster and streaming equipment in this thing I'm staring at right now. I feel like I am at the Starship Enterprise. But no, thanks for calling me out on my bullshit. Great.
I don't even know what else you got
for
about.
content today? What else you got? What else you got?
So you want to play this video of Davey running up on White Cotton? I thought it was pretty funny. Let's check this out. Are you watching the stream?
No. I should, but
yeah, just go to YouTube. Let me see. Oh shit! The cast stopped going. Give me one.
Yeah, YouTube bad first impressions.
Yeah, YouTube at. YouTube / / at
let's talk about the video before you go, because I was there that night, and this is a joke. This is comedy. Nobody's supposed to get hurt, and I feel like I did hurt Davey a bit over this, it's not my intended thing. You know what I mean?
Well, so let me ask you on some real shit, Cosmo, because let's just be real quick. What happened? Like, were you supposed to do something, but you got drunk and didn't show up or something?
No, I was just always drunk and on cocaine. And then it obviously started off great because I'm producing the shows and I really cared about those shows and the comics and everybody there. But I just progressively became this monster person that was digging himself deeper into a well of despair, fear, and anxiety.
You know what happened? One time I introduced my parents to you and you didn't even care. So that's when I knew that Cosmo was really, that you were at the bottom of the barrel, because my parents are beautiful.
Well, you're beautiful, Alonzo. That's why I agreed to take this call.
I love you though, Cosmo. All jokes aside,
I love you more, dude. We had so much fun over there. And
so why'd you choose fucking White Cotton over Davey? You knew that was gonna hurt him. You knew that was gonna break his fucking heart.
No. I'm saying that in the end, when Station was going away, and I replaced myself with Rob and these other engineers, I wanted to reach out to another comedy club to see if I was any use to them. And so that's how I met White Cotton, because I didn't know that guy before. a month ago or a little more. But
no, you didn't know White Cotton until before
no, I mean
that.
he's friends with me on Facebook, but I didn't know the dude at all. I never met him in person one bit. He's friends with all my friends. We've been friends on Facebook. I knew he was a comedian. But no, I never met him in person until I reached
this
out.
guy,
to him.
he looks like a wizard. He must be cool.
Well, also I fucked up over there at the station so much. I wanted to see if I could just at least put back to that comedy scene after I'd found sobriety, at least do something right somewhere. I felt like I failed the station and I failed all those comics, and that's real. That's not no fucking marketing scam, because I mean, you only have 3 people watching this stream, but are you there? Did I lose you?
I'm right here, Doug. I had to go back to watching the stream real quick.
I love you guys. I do have to get out of here and sit down in this next meeting. I got another interview coming in, and we're doing great stuff. Though I want you guys to let me plug the Cherry Streak Bicycle Co-op.
Yeah,
I am the chairman of the board of directors there. We build bikes for District 2 inner city East Side youth. We're also focused on health and wellness and total body for every creature person on earth. I really encourage anybody listening or whatever to come and check us out at 132 Cherry. I'm always there. Like, my name's Cosmo. I am the chairman of the board, and we're taking flight, focusing on fundraising and small local businesses this year. We want to change the bond structure of how the city does bids. We want to do all kinds of things to encourage San Antonians that are real San Antonians to be able to build San Antonio as we revitalize and rip apart the streets.
Yeah, foreigners, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
San Antonio for San Antonio
They're taking
people.
our germs. Germs. Give me the germs back. All right. I
love you, Cosmo.
I love you more, Alonzo. Thank you for calling.
I don't know if I understand all your
tell
Machiavellian
you all about
machinations at work, but I want you to call in and tell us the updates on him and stuff. So now
I'm gonna keep in touch, brother. I will.
All right, good. Because right now the shirts are back in Davey's possession.
No, they're
he
just
has
back.
the shirts.
I don't know if he has them or not. They're back sitting at Francis in very plain view, and all the bar staff is notified. Like I said, I reached
Where'd
out
you
to
hide them? Because I want to use that hiding spot in the future for my
Okay,
own
well,
personal needs.
it was the basement catering room inside of one of those crawfish boilers.
That was the last place I didn't look.
It was stacked on top of like 4 crawfish boilers. Anyway.
God damn it. See, I should have known that. I was like, guys, don't even look behind those crawfish boilers. They ain't going to fucking be there. How would you even fit them back there? And that's where they were. I feel like an ass.
I hope it wasn't cruel or unusual. I'm really sorry for anybody that got hurt over it, but I was trying this marketing thing, and I'll give you some money if you hurt your feelings. We'll set up a whole fund.
It hurt my feelings. I want some money.
Okay. Well, I'll give it to you. I love you.
Well,
Let's back me up and sell. We're going to sell this concept. We're all going to work together.
Listen to the video real quick. Let's just get your commentary on this. Hey,
Okay,
let me make it mega full screen. All right. So let me take out the call me now. I'll put it back up. Oh man, I love this little thing. I love it. It makes me feel so special. All right, let's see. And then I press play over here. Let's go. Oh, and I got to turn the computer up. Dude, look at White Cotton.
Oh my god.
He's chilling with the lizard man. I opened up for the lizard man. Oh, let me move this stuff off of my. Oh, it's okay. It'll
part of the video, yeah.
It'll play.
Hey Jay, you still got?
So guys, for anybody wondering, so this is Davey Jackson's Instagram, and he is posting him confronting White Cotton about the t-shirts. So
Got my shirts, man.
And also White Cotton's next to the lizard man because we're in San Antonio and that's why. That's so fucking dope. He's right next to the lizard man. Dude, I can't believe he embarrassed us in front of the lizard man. He's never gonna want to come back here.
That makes sense.
Jay, you still got my shirts, man?
Making an ass.
Yeah, you took them from my club, dude. I got nothing for you. Yeah, Cosmo.
I got nothing for you. Look at his little dismissive wave. One sec, I gotta go back.
Hey Jay, you still got my shirts, man?
Sorry, guys.
Hey Jay, you still got my shirts, man? Yeah, you took them from my club, dude. I got nothing for you. Yeah, Cosmo gave them to you. Multiple people at the club confirmed it. Do you have them? Or are you gonna give them back?
Well, no, I've seen that you're filming something.
Of course I'm gonna film it.
Hanging out with this guy.
I see that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him.
I have a problem with the lizard man. Leave the lizard man out of this. This is between me and you, Jay.
Are they at the Blind Tiger right now?
Yeah, they're right next door to the. They're right next door to the.
At that little school.
Yeah, petroleum building or whatever.
I like how we just.
They own both of them.
We'll deal with all that in a different time.
So you do have them.
I have nothing to say to you.
You have nothing to say to me, but you do have the shirts.
To say to you.
So do you have the shirts or not?
She's almost here.
So
I think.
so at this time, Wycon knew exactly.
Should I really come by?
Is
No, I
Wycon
made her
there?
pick up a painting for you. It's a gift from me.
Is Wycon right there?
You'll see it. You'll love it.
Kind of scared.
You'll love it.
Is
Say
Wycon
again?
right there? Who's there?
No, I'm next
Okay.
to I'm next to a good friend of mine. We're having an interview here at the major awesome Nelco Media Studios.
Good. So I just want to ask real quick, just as clarification. This is
Sure.
Alonzo, by the way. So
Yes.
when so Wycon knew that you said to Davey that
Wycott was one of my
stole him?
writers. Wycott was one of my writers, man. He was
I was like, I gotta
essential.
burn Davey. Fuck.
No,
I'm
yeah,
in.
that's the whole thing. It was really just like no, it wasn't his idea. It was definitely my idea. Once I realized, like I said, I met him for the first time. We sat down at the station. That was the first time I met him. Once I talked to him, I said,
But
he's
wait a
gonna
second.
fit
So
right
why
in.
were you trying to? What did Davey do to you? I thought you said that you were like you felt
No,
bad.
like I said, I felt bad. Like I said, I called Wycott in the comedy club to see if he could come down there, tell me what I was doing wrong. And then, of course, the topic became controlled by, Wycott has some sort of angst, and and I said, well, okay, let's figure out how we can turn ourselves into heels and also make this shitload of pile of money out of it. And he was totally in on it right away.
All
Immediately.
right.
And that's how he
So
works.
this is
He's just really
Wycott
quick.
in his like Stone Cold Steve Austin mode right now. That's why he has no sleeves. He's got a very Anthony Torino style fashion statement going right here. You know Torino?
No.
All right, yeah. Anthony Torino is a funny comedian with no sleeves. He sold his sleeves to the devil to be funny at comedy.
That makes sense.
Let me see. So let me play the rest of this video. I'm going to get your commentary on it. 1 second.
Okay.
We're going back.
Answer questions.
So Wycon's totally just fucking dog walking Davey here, and so
He's in character. I was in character that night
He's
too,
on
in
it,
real
though,
life.
right? Okay.
So he doesn't have the video of his goons running up on you. Was it? So you said his goons ran up on you, not
No,
Davey
it was
himself.
just one guy with a little bit of pre-violence indicators. I kept blade stancing him. He kept adjusting his stance. He tried to approach me with Gina while we were walking alone in the parking lot, and he reeked of whatever cologne or something. It was just all wrong. He had reaching into his pocket. And again, I started turning my stance to the side. Every time I did, he recorrected. So pre-violence indicators said to me that since I already knew Davey was in the parking lot, I said, man, I really fucking went full fucking Kaufman on this one, didn't I? And so, yeah, so then the guy followed me to the car and whatever. I finally got him to step away from the vehicle and from Gina and I. So we left the Whataburger unmolested, but yeah, there was definitely a confrontation. He was trying to pretend to be a fan of sorts.
He
But
ran
I've
up
had
on you at a
lot of that.
Whataburger. That's supposed to be neutral turf. We all know this.
No, that's what I'm saying. We were
That's an
going to
unwritten
Whataburger
rule.
because we were going to Whataburger because it's Switzerland, and I made it known to him. I said, "I'm going to Whataburger. That's Switzerland."
Yeah.
And then Switzerland.
Everyone knows
Yeah,
this.
exactly. I
Everybody
wouldn't
knows
even
that.
run up on Saddam Hussein and fucking Whataburger. I
But
let him enjoy his
I
fucking.
didn't necessarily feel like I was in super amount of danger, but it was just
Breakfast
very
on a
weird.
bun.
Again, pre-violence indicators. I've
Right.
been trained to watch for those, and that's just one of those things. When you see that, you just say, "Okay, it's cool that you're
I
a
don't know.
fan."
If
But
you asking me, in this video, Wycon's doing a pre-violence indicators. I might have to put him down with lethal force if it was me.
Answer question.
Let's say, let me see.
So
what
why
he's saying.
was Wycon's guys after you? If
No, that
Wycon
was-
was in
that's
on
all-
it.
No, it wasn't Wycon's guys.
No.
It was Davey Jackson's guys. Keep up.
Oh, okay.
John, I'm sorry, Cosmo. I apologize.
Sure.
Say to you,
1 second.
So do you have the shirts or not?
comments. I do not answer questions.
no, he's acting like Davey's a cop. Oh
All right,
my
so,
god! Oh.
The shirts magically appeared a couple days later. The person who returned them told conflicting stories about what happened. I'm assuming that's you. He told one person the shirts were only taken as part of an elaborate joke, and told another person the shirts were never stolen and just gotten lost. I guess that was me. And then I told Pat. Bottom line, the guy who stole the shirts is a complete lunatic. Showing signs of psychotic break. He's
No, that's absolutely true. That 100%
just
is
a
true.
myth head. So that's you, right?
I pushed myself to the boundaries of my psyche by trying to absorb this character and doing all this at once. I had to have people with one leg in reality and one leg in my world to stay grounded. Otherwise, I would be completely insane right
Let's
now.
move the light back onto the thing. Yeah, well, I appreciate that you're doing that for us, because a lot of people wouldn't take that risk or that sacrifice to, for their art. And I appreciate you doing that for us. Okay.
Thank you, Alonzo. That means a lot to me, man.
No, you mean a lot to me. I'm glad you called in, because I've been trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm sure a lot of people were curious because we've only heard one side of the story, and now we can hear all sides of the story. So let me see. This is this last clip Davey plays, and let me see if it'll go real quick. Let me push play on the player. All right. And then it's there. Let me see. I'll leave you with this, is what he says. There's more to the story that I might post tomorrow, but I'll leave you with this.
All right, dude. You're a bitch.
All right.
I fucking love that. I fucking love that guy. I'm sorry, but I do.
Who, Davy Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, how can you not? That's very funny. I always like when somebody comes up in comedy and does like a drill rapper kind of thing. You know, they run up on somebody with a camera. I like that.
I do
Davey.
too. I respect the man, and truly, I'm not laughing at it. I try not to laugh at his expense, but I just, I had this wackadoodle idea, and of course, in my sobriety and after I started my consultancy, the first consultant thing I got, it really unlocked my true potential in my mind. I was sober, thinking about entertainment, and then I was like, I know marketing too. No, and again, I didn't want this to happen at anybody's expense, and I'm so glad you were able to get me on the show to at least clear some of the air. I know the story's still out there and rolling, so we will keep you updated. I do have to get off now.
All right, so let's just wrap this up.
Okay.
You did steal the T-shirts, but you didn't steal them. They were behind the crawfish broilers, so nobody can legally press charges against you or White
Right.
Cotton. All right, good. Secondly, Davy Jackson did send goons at you. You defended yourself against one of the goons. White Cotton kind of bitched out in front of the Lizard Man in front of the other goons. All right.
Not in front of the Lizard Man.
I know, exactly. Embarrassed us all. I'm not going to be able to hang my head as high this weekend, but that's fine. It's all good. It's all good because you took care of Davy's other goon, so. But I mean, I'm sure if Davy came at you with his full Daviness, you probably would have bitched out too. And I'm not saying that to anybody, but I'm saying to the Lizard. I'm so fucking confused. All right, and you didn't heckle Joe Rogan, but somehow that was part of your entire. That's why you stole the T-shirts, was because of the Joe Rogan heckler, and now you're doing a marketing thing.
All these things presented themselves to me in the moment. I was just again so sober and clear-headed that I was able to connect the dots. I have a vast network of people and understanding of people. And really, like I said, this all just did happen in real time.
I can get you touched.
But I got that. I appreciate you guys one more time. Thank you for having me on.
All right, I love you, Cosmo. Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody, follow Cosmo on Instagram. What's your Instagram again?
Please do, and be great to one another. I love you all.
What's your Instagram?
It's Cosmo and Sarah. CosmoInserra.
All right, there you go, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Have a great rest of your day. Love
you, rock
man.
and roll. Thank you so much.
All right.
Rock on.
All right, and that was Cosmo. And if you're not going to follow Cosmo on Instagram, follow me as I press a button. I'm the button presser.
You got a lot of buttons, man.
I'm the button presser. All right, so I think we got to the bottom of that. I don't know if people were interested in.
That was a wild ride. I mean,
right? That was pretty
It had
wild.
its ups, its downs. It was hard to follow in the middle, but then it came all around.
Yeah, it all came together at the end.
So,
do you have a caller, Alonzo?
I might.
I hope it's who I think it is.
I don't know if it is. I just played this music for myself, for my own pleasures.
Hello.
Hello. Hello,
Hello, my friends. Hello, Zig Heil, my friends. How's it going?
Mr. President, it is an honor.
Mr. What can I say? Mrs. Lou, it's a pleasure to be hearing your Asian voice. I love it very much.
Oh, beautiful. I love you very much.
I am sitting in an Adirondack chair at Joe Rogan's Cobalt Mine. I'm currently with Dave Chappelle, and I've got to speak policy because that's what we're doing. We're changing. We're doing policy. So I'm going to give you some policy updates about my campaign. You understand?
Yes, sir, we do.
Awesome. Totally excited to hear.
My first policy when I am forcibly elected into the American anti-democracy, we are going to pardon the lizard man. We're pardoning the lizard man.
Very good. I didn't even know he did anything. What did he do?
He did some terrible things to the station comedy. And folks, what can we say? Davy Jacksons are coming up from the border in droves. They are taking Google Pixel phones and they are approaching comedy store owners, comedy theater owners, and we've got to do something about this.
Davy
So we're
Jackson
going
isn't sending
to-
his best goons. He's not sending his best.
He's not sending his best, and I'll tell you, Davey could be sending his best because I know them. I know the best. In fact, I'll tell you. Listen, I'll tell you. Something terrible happened to me at that outdoor event. I was shot by Cosmo and Sam. I was shot by him.
You were shot by him?
Yeah, Cosmo shot me. He's a crisis actor, and he shot me. We were trying to do an organic outreach algorithm to break the United States. We were doing a lot of organic outreach, and I've got to say it worked out. And unfortunately, my ear is all good because Redo the Healer healed me, so I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
I love that he watches my show. Trump's a real big fan of the show. Dude. He's got his finger on the pulse of my show.
What can I say? I'm being told I must stick to policy, so I'm reading from a Facebook note that I've made, a little note. A wonderful, terrible thing also happened. A cream cheese teas bevy of shirts were hidden inside of the Station Comedy Club, and we're going to have agents of the Capitol come and take it back. We're going to take back the station. We're going to do it as soon as I'm elected. We will take back our
Make the station
beautiful
great again.
station. We will make it beautiful and unique, and it will be plastered in gold and vomit and all these wonderful things. And we're looking into it, and it's a pleasure to hear the mushrooms pulsing through John's brain. It's a pleasure to hear a cigarette being lit by Alonzo, and it's also a pleasure to hear Jimmy's period beginning. It's wonderful. We're happy to be here.
The silence is deafening. That's what I like, though. I like it. We need to calm down with the president. That's why, dude. Honestly, I was trying to explain to my stupid mother earlier. You know, she's not a big fan of you, Mr. President.
Hold on now. Hold on. I get to talk to your mother. She is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, well, she was literally saying that she was having she wasn't able to defend herself against your charms and stuff, and it scared her.
Wow, look at that. And that's how I want all women to feel. I want all women to feel like they cannot defend themselves against whatever I'm doing. You understand? That's the vibe. As they say, as the kids are saying, I'm rizzing up your mother. I'm rizzing her all over her face. Ribbons of Riz all over her face. Look, what can I say? She's a wonderful lady, and she made a wonderful child. And I don't know, is your brother here? Because he's the guy I'm talking about, or whatever.
My brother? No, he's fucking trying to rig the election in the afterlife, I'm sure, though.
Oh my God, terrible. I always say I would love to talk to my grandparents, but I don't have a Ouija board. Do you understand? They're dead. They're long dead, these people. And we're looking into it. And it's been a pleasure to talk to all of you.
I like how Sam didn't know that my brother was dead. He just heard that guy was talking about my brother and all that. He's like, oh shit, Alonzo's got a brother. He just must live. He must be more successful than him.
I'll be honest. Saying you had siblings at all was a complete shot in the dark.
That was a bit. Yeah.
And I'm a little worried how did your brother, what happened?
He fucking, I honestly think he died in the most badass rock star way. He overdosed on methadone and he choked on like some pizza that he ate.
In a hotel room?
Wait, you're telling me, hold on. You're telling me he did so much meth that he then died taking methadone?
Pretty much, honestly, yeah.
That's really cool. That is really cool. Yeah. And I hope that he comes back so he can work in my cabinet. That is very cool.
Dude, is Trump over here making me not want to vote for him by being consistent? Damn it, Trump. Everybody always said that you're such a nice guy, but I'm seeing this other side of you now. But
relax. I'm down to earth. I am very cool now. I've been hanging out with JD. We've been doing eyeliner together, and it's been very fun. And we're talking to lots of people, but mostly we're not talking to anyone, and we're staying alone because we're afraid, you understand? We're
You're not
terrified.
quarantined, are you? You didn't catch the China virus again, did you?
Are you kidding me? I've never, ever been to China, and I would never take the virus. I never would. And that is a guarantee. I would never do it. But if I did do it, it would certainly be after doing sex with a Chinese prostitute, which I have never done.
Well, that makes one of us, Trump.
Absolutely.
Know what sucks about those Chinese prostitutes? You can't tell if they're a guy with fake tits or a chick with fake tits.
That's right. And you can only tell after they're dead. Did you know that? You can only tell after they're dead.
Look at the skeleton.
And that's how we did it, Ed. We killed them and then we checked, we sexed them. You understand? Like you do a chicken, you sex them. And you remove their brain and you cut their brain in half. And that's how you find out that they are what they say they are or they are not. But I've never done that.
Well, like it said, that makes one of us. Mr. Trump,
well, thank you
that's your
all.
press
Oh
conference pulling the thing off because
beautiful.
I don't know when to end a bit.
Have a great. I don't have a good close for this, so just goodbye.
I love you.
See you later.
Go to check out Cream Cheese Teas on Instagram and support your president by buying Cream Cheese Teas. 25% goes to your president.
That's right. Love you. Goodbye.
I love you. You're the best,
Mr. President.
That's a good beat. That'd be cool. I like that the president has his own song.
Yeah, Hail to the Chief.
Yeah, and it's like
You
it doesn't
should.
matter wherever you're at.
Fuck yeah, every superhero should.
I wanted to talk about this topic. It's so silly because I do want to call Don Robles. I'm gonna try to call him up after this.
What happened to Don Robles?
Nothing happened. Well, nothing. I was talking to him earlier. Nothing really.
Why you want to talk to Don Robles?
Talk about it. We'll have to talk about it. Nothing really happened, but there are some updates. I mean, he's still trucking along. There are some updates though. And if you guys have been listening to the show, you know that Don Robles has been living my dream of living in a van, selfishly taking it from me. And yeah, I'm telling him like you got to use your college degree for college things, but no, he just wants to live the transient lifestyle that I was born to lead. But
how can you afford a van with all that college debt? Yeah.
That's what I ask. I mean, but he doesn't want to talk about it. He says it's some government shit. You doesn't pay taxes. But
Christ,
I'm not supposed to say that. Oh yeah. So I work at a call center, and I was I had somebody call in. I'm not gonna say his real. I'm about to say his full real name, but I'm trying to think what's a good fake last name. All right, here's a good fake last name. His name's I was gonna say the real name. His name was Doug Funny, right? So imagine when I'm at the call center, I can just see the name. It just says their first and last name, right? So I go, hey, is this yada 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 something something something? Is this Mr. Doug Funny? And the guy's like, it's Colonel Funny. It's Colonel Funny, and all that. I'm like, oh, I apologize, sir. Mr. Funny. It's Colonel Funny. It's Colonel Funny. It's a legal title. I've been a colonel for 32 years. Jeez. And all that. And I'm like, oh, I apologize. Colonel Funny. And at first I was really pissed off. I was like internally like really mad because I don't like people like correcting me. I don't like when people tell me, and what really pisses me off is with women because you call them Mrs. by accident.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they'll be like, it's Ms. It's Ms. I'm like, all right, bitch, I know why it is Ms. because you fucking suck as a person and nobody wants to marry your cunt ass. But yeah, Ms. And I got to write a little note so I don't forget because, I'm just trying to have a fucking conversation about bullshit. But I do that, right? So I was like, all right, well, even though because I was like, I'm not in the military. I was never. You're not my colonel.
You don't have to fucking
but
I already have a colonel, sir.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, if a trans person came up to me and is like, oh, my name's fucking Sandra, and I'm like, any guy call me her, it's like I have no problem doing that. So why would I get mad about some guy making me call him fucking colonel and shit? I'm just thinking it'd be funny. It's I don't know. I was saying I was able to call me Colonel now, but also I was getting really into it. So at first I was annoyed, but then as I was talking to him, it was way easier to call a guy Colonel. I'm like, listen, Colonel, let me talk. Then I feel like I'm talking to a Colonel. I'm like, and he's like really listening to me and shit. I'm like, Colonel, let me give you some advice. I feel like I'm like,
that makes me think. Yeah,
like I'm a part of the military and shit, and I'm like giving him advice, the Colonel advice and shit.
Well, he might not even be part of the military because
he could be part of KFC.
Yeah,
he could be Colonel Sanders for Christ's sake.
It's a legit title they would give to people. Like Colonel Sanders, right? Like he was never in the military, dude. But he has Colonel is a rank they'd give out or a title they give out. The government could give out for like public servants and shit.
Really?
Yeah. It's a real thing.
Like for what? Let me look that up. How do you become a colonel? All right. I'm gonna call,
usually it is
John
for like
Robles up
public
about
service
this.
or.
I want to hear what his take is too.
But like it's not just a rank in the military. That's why that's because Colonel Sanders, it's a legit.
He was an actual colonel.
Yeah, he was an actual colonel, but not a military colonel.
Hey, what's up, Robles? Can you hear me?
Hello? What's up?
Hey, what's up, my man? We have Robles on the phone, Don Robles. You guys can check out the genesis of Don Robles on BFI Clips on YouTube. How's it going, man?
It's going all right, dude. It's going all right.
Let's see. So we're trying to figure out how to become a colonel. I was talking about earlier that somebody was making me call him a colonel. Did you ever had that, and like if somebody's like, oh, I'm a doctor, you got to call me Dr. Robles. You got to call me, I'm a professor, you got to call me Professor Robles. Do you subscribe to that train of thought? Would you do that, or would you give him a fucking lecture and tell him about the Bible?
About the Bible. Honestly, if ever I got a PhD, I don't think I would care too much about it, like the title. Because it's funny because the college I went to, they had this tradition of calling the professors by their first name. So it was never Professor Williams or Professor whatever. Yeah, I called my professor George because his name was George, or Dara. That was one of my CS professors.
What college did you go to?
Bullitt College.
Bullitt College? Where's that
Yeah,
at?
Rama was. It's in South Beloit, Wisconsin. I think South Beloit, Illinois, or Beloit, Wisconsin. I think it's in Wisconsin.
You don't remember where your college was? Did you do it over the computer?
I mean,
It's on the state
it's
line.
Beloit. It's Beloit College. Yeah, it's on the state line. That's the thing.
Like when
It's
you
on the
Bullitt
state lines.
College. Is that like a kind of college?
Yeah, it's a college. It's a real
No, I
college.
mean, seriously.
When you're paying your college debt, who do you write the check to?
Oh yeah, so he said in the chat actually. So cheeky ass John is asking how he did it. He paid off his student debt. That's how he did it, John. He paid off his student debt.
He had a scholarship. Oh,
I paid off my student loans. I did have a scholarship, but I did have like some government loans. I did have loans from the government, Pell Grants, right?
It's I had a GI Bill. That shit paid for all of it. I'm a colonel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bullitt College.
I had loans.
Is it spelled like a bullet, like a gun bullet, or is it probably spelled differently, right?
Beloit.
Okay, so how do you spell that?
Beloit.
B.
Looking it up.
Am I the only one that thought it was spelled bullet in this room? B-E. What's that? Beloit.
Oh.
Beloit.
Yeah.
Beloit College. It's a liberal arts college in Wisconsin.
Oh, it's not even real college.
It's
liberal arts. Okay.
All right.
It's not a STEM college. It's not a real college. No,
All right. So I'm calling in about the updates. Mr. Robles, you're living in Houston now. He's saying that he's liking Houston a lot. He's doing a lot of mics. You're doing like what, 7 a week recently? 7 mics a week?
Yeah. Yeah, when yes, I was. It's at one point. The last 2 weeks I haven't been doing any because I've been sick.
He's
my
got
van
COVID.
has been
That's why I wanted to
having.
call Don. He's got fucking COVID, right?
Ew.
I'm pretty sure I had COVID. Not anymore. It's past now. But the last 2 weeks I had like the weirdest symptoms. It was like it's like throughout the day I was completely fine, but then at night I would get like I would have cold sweats or night sweats, and I would be coughing up and spewing up all this mucus and everything. It was weird. I would feel fine.
It's not
but
that
like
weird
my
if you're
voice would be
sick,
hoarse.
but yeah, go on.
Yeah, but it was like weird in terms of like the symptoms and the sickness that I had. So I don't know,
Neon
but
Monkey Productions, regular COVID or Houston COVID?
probably most definitely Houston COVID.
Stop licking
But
black people. That's just for me, I
there's way
guess.
more there's way more black people in Houston than in San Antonio. That's for sure.
That makes sense. It's
Dude, my ex got legit scared because she was in Houston and she'd never seen so many black people in her life. You know, which I can understand. It is pretty diverse.
Oh yeah, no, Houston, like I would hear it all the time that Houston's a diverse city. But I mean, growing up here, I was only ever in like a few spots in Houston. I never really went out. But now that I've been here, no, Houston is a super diverse city. Like you go out to a coffee shop and you'll see like, you see Chinese people, Filipinos, Mexicans, black people, Nigerians, white people, everything in between. And
That's the
same thing
medical
with like
center
the
in San
whites.
Antonio, though. It's like, yeah,
It's a
see
bunch of fences.
Ethiopians walking down the street yelling at Chinese people. Yeah.
I'm not saying San Antonio isn't diverse, but I am saying that Houston is more diverse than San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
far
no, yeah, no, I'm not
Well,
even
it's a lot
trying to.
bigger,
Yeah,
isn't
I'm
it?
not. I'm not trying to. I'm just teasing. Yeah, no, there's only one spot that's that. Oh, that's what I'm saying. If you go to a medical center, it's super diverse like that. But that's, I mean, that's really the only place that you see everything blending together in that way because of all the medical shit.
Don, what's one of the like biggest contrasts in the comedy scene, like Houston versus San
question.
Antonio?
Definitely the number of comics, without a doubt. There's way more comics here. It's kind of wild because one of the things that I really enjoyed about San Antonio was just how, like, honestly, how small the scene is. Not scene per se, but like how I feel like San Antonio has the right amount of comics where everybody knows everybody.
It's very
Mm-hmm.
cozy. It's very intimate. Very
Yes,
incestuous.
very much so. Here in Houston, there's a lot more comics. There's a lot more faces. There's a lot more mics. So you get the pros and cons of that.
There's probably a couple Don
but,
Robles there too, right? You're probably not the only Christian guy in your van over there.
from what I've seen, I still am.
Okay.
I haven't met everyone.
All right. Hey, well, that could be a thing. Hey, you want to tell him Don he needs to fucking put his shit on Instagram and be like, hey, here's my
Yeah.
journey. I'm like,
Van
I make
life.
reels. Because he has an Instagram, but he just do the stories. And then he's like, I don't like social media because I don't want to fucking listen to you, Alonzo. I hate you. He doesn't say that exactly,
what
but I
said.
read the subtext of what he says.
That's exact. No,
Yeah.
you read my mind perfectly,
Right
Lonzo.
between the lines there.
I hate you so much. You have such an awesome podcast studio setup. Like you got all these lights, you got that board to your right, you got the camera that you can move with your phone. Lonzo, you're doing it big. You have what I wish I had. Like you want my van, I want your podcast studio.
I'll trade you.
Like, you want to do a trade?
Good trade.
Straight up. No give backsies. So you said that you're working on the AC system, right?
Yeah, I am.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you I don't know. I feel like there's something that you can definitely offer because I know you do like graphic design shit too. You should be like should be kind of putting your process on there. I watched some like Instagram guys say some shit about like people are like afraid of showing where they came from on like on social media, but that's what your fans want to see, and then they kind of like want to support you and help you like watch the journey and shit. That's what I hear, and it seems to work. I mean, like whenever I ask people, "Hey, buy my fucking t-shirts." Yeah, I buy my fucking t-shirts. Sometimes I get a t-shirt bought, and it's because people seem to actually give a fuck and they want to buy a t-shirt.
Yeah,
so,
I'd buy a t-shirt from a guy in a van.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like you like I said, the genesis of Robles is. I'm not even joking about it. I like to bust your balls and shit, but I do love your journey, and I highly suggest people check out Don Robles. I am Don Robles on Instagram. 'Cause he's usually posting updates on his van, on his spirituality, and just pretty much everything in between. I don't know if he's gotten funny yet, but he can't be any less funny than he was when I saw you. Have you gotten funny yet, Donnie?
I like to think I have, honestly.
All right.
Funnier. Like especially with working in a restaurant, I've definitely had more than a few moments where I make a whole table of guests laugh. So I'm doing something right.
What was
I
that?
mean, I
Do you
did just
remember
make
that?
you guys laugh.
You're like,
Well,
go for it,
I
buddy. Go,
can't
go.
really.
You're the guest.
No, I was gonna say I can't really like do the whole thing, but I made fun of this woman's topic that she was talking about, like these funny hats. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I hate to interject about these incredible hats, right? You know, so made fun of her like that. The whole table laughed at that. There's this other time this guy was he was drinking soda, and I asked him if he wanted another soda, and he's like, oh yeah, I think I will. But he was the only one not drinking alcohol, and so basically I said to him, they're like, oh, sir, I don't know if you know this, but if you drink too much sugar, you actually start, overloading on sugar and you'll start falling asleep. So I think I'm gonna have to cut you off now because you're drinking too much. And so the table laughed at that. I mean, I've had moments. There's other time my coworkers they were standing around just chilling because we had slowed down from the night. And one of my coworkers, I asked him if he needed anything, and he looked at me and he thought, he's like, I could use a hug from a beautiful woman. And I told him, well, I'm not a woman, but I can give you a hug, right? And so they laughed at that. So
why don't you write this shit down, Donnie?
Yeah, it should be like, but I'm beautiful.
well, I mean, these are in the moment statements that I make. Like I'm not trying to be funny, but when those instances do happen, I do kind of reflect on them, and I'm just like, all right, what was it about that was funny about like what I was doing? Which is kind of like the mindset I try to take when I go on stage. Is like, all right, you have your thoughts on these jokes and what you think is funny, but kind of put those on the back burner and just go up there, be present with the audience, talk to them.
Yeah.
And then when you find a place to bring the jokes in, then you bring the jokes in, and now you're far more natural with your jokes in. And I found more success with that than trying to write out every word of the joke and then going on stage and trying to say every word of that joke. It feels very
what's crazy
contrived
about
and forced.
Robles, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is
No, you're good.
and this is crazy, but in a actually really inspiring way to me, is that you never were really into comedy growing up. I mean, I know that you said that you like comedy, but I mean, you never seem like a naturally funny guy. I think you probably agree with that. So it's like very interesting that you like quit your job to live in a van to then do comedy. And you're like learning it while you're doing it in a van. It's like, that's like crazy. That's like if I decided, you know what, I don't know how to be an engineer, but I'm going to quit my job and like go and live on, I mean, it's like, it's very interesting. Or maybe I'm trying to think of another skill that like you just have no, like if I was like, you know what,
you really went all in pretty early.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. He has more dedication to his craft than like most people in comedy and shit, without any of the fucking natural gifts that most people have that get into comedy. So it's like, that's really impressive. Like any steps that you make towards fucking like doing comedy is like really fucking a testament to just how fucking hard you work at this shit. I'm not trying to be a dick by saying that. It's actually fucking really impressive. And the fact that you're still sticking with it and you're like, I'm going to still figure out comedy. I'm going to write stuff and I'm going to edit it down and shit. I mean, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Follow Don Robles. If that doesn't sell you on the journey enough, that's what this guy did. He quit a very high paying programming job to live in a van and try to do comedy. Without any kind of like, you never did YouTube before, doing comedy YouTube? Like, you never did any skits like that before, right?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you literally just said, you know what, I'm going to do comedy. God's telling me I need to do comedy. I'm going to just do that. And then you're like, I'm going to be a server. You never were a server before, right?
Nope.
That's one of the best comedy jobs you can have is being a server, like
it's a lot of like improv and
meeting people,
like crowd work and stuff, basically.
Yeah, time management.
One of the funniest people I met, I remember, Jimmy, when me and you, and I think it was Irma and a couple of us.
Oh my God, when we went to
IHOP, the funny, like a table full of like professional comics. The funniest person there was the waiter.
Fucking waiter, dude.
God,
I mean, granted, I was me and like two other people were laughing out of like 10. Everybody else was rolling their eyes and like, we need to get the fuck out of here as soon as possible.
No, I wanted to quit comedy and like become a fucking IHOP waiter and shit. Dude. God damn, like.
Yeah. Well, follow Don Robles on Instagram. I am Don Robles. Don Robles. Is that right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, very good. Check out I am Don Robles, or even on I don't know if you updated the website recently, but it kind of gives this whole mission statement, IamDonRobles.com, right?
Yeah, I just changed something on it. I think I changed my schedule. Yeah, I removed all the mics that I had on my schedule. Otherwise my schedule fluctuates week to week. So some weeks I have some days off and other weeks I don't. Which I actually kind of like because then it changes the mics that I get to go to week by week. So I'm always going to different rooms here in Houston.
You made any
So
friends?
not yet. That honestly that's been the hardest thing.
Nah, that's not good.
You're such a
Tell
cool
them that
guy.
you know, don't tell me you know me. Actually, I got a lot of beef in Houston. I started a beef with all the black people in Houston one time, which is a weird thing to say, but it actually happened accidentally.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. Kind of. Yeah. Long story short.
Tell the Indian people you know Chandra.
Jimmy and John. People like them. Or who's you know a lot of people. You know Drew Blues, right? Or does he?
Yeah,
Of course he knows Drew Blues.
Yeah, tell them. I'm sure they know Drew Blues.
I've met a few people who've met Drew Blues, who know Drew Blues.
That makes sense.
Then use that. That's your in.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the thing is just that again, there's so many comics.
You know how many people I've told that I'm Drew Blues' best friend? Just, you know, I'm like,
no, I'm not
they're
gonna
like,
do that.
You do comedy? I'm like, yeah, you know Drew Blues? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I tell him everything he knows, man. That's, that's
I
my
know.
mentee.
I know
in
Drew
education,
Blues.
yeah.
I gave him his
I
hat.
wouldn't say he's my best friend.
I used to be Drew Reds before I met him.
No, that's the other thing. Is like that's been definitely the hardest part about moving to Houston is definitely building up another social circle. Honestly,
Yeah. How long you been there now? It's almost been like half a year, right?
April, May, June, July, August. So it's going on 5 months. The thing though is
Almost
that
half a year.
for-
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'm proud of myself on that one. That's how much I
the
missed
thing
you.
is that
Come on.
the first 3 months were really they were non-existent because I just worked on my van. I worked on my van. I looked for a job. Um, After that, that's when I finally started going to mics and then actually going out and going to church more regularly. I'm not going to church more regularly, but like trying to like go to events and stuff. And
What kind of
so,
church do you go to? A white church, a Mexican church, or a black church?
I guess you could say it's a white church, but
Alright,
it's a
alright.
Catholic church.
Yeah, well, I mean, Catholic churches can go both ways. Usually they have like a Spanish service in the morning for all the Spanish speakers and stuff, or sometimes in the afternoon. I'm correct on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually the earlier ones, they make all those like Mexicans wake up early because they're up already. So
Yeah. But nice. So what do you think about it? It's good. Is the priest funny? I like a good funny Catholic priest. I'm not even joking there. That was like the most I was ever into religion was in California. I had a really great funny priest. He was like this old white guy. He had like dentures. He's always playing with his dentures and stuff. He used to come over to the house. I was like that only time we would like, oh, the local priest would come over and you were happy because he's telling fucking hilarious stories. He's super like witty and shit. Yeah.
well, if it's Catholic priest, I doubt he's funny. Most of them aren't.
No, that's what I'm saying. This cat was different. He had more of a, I guess more. It was a Catholic church, but I think he used to not be Catholic or something like that. I think he came from a different like background. Well, what about your guy? What's his style? Is he more like rigid? We all just like do the hymns. It's all holy, holy, holy Lord. God is power. God is force.
No. I don't.
And he
I
will
don't.
beat John Cena tonight. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I don't know him that well, but I would say he's more relaxed. He has funny moments, but he's not always funny. Much more, I guess.
What was the last theme of the
Not boring.
service? Like, what was the last service you went to? What was the theme? You usually have themes, right?
Yeah, the last service that I went to was actually on Thursday. It was the feast day for Mary.
Feast day?
And so,
What was that?
yeah,
Is that before Jesus
feast
died?
day. Feast days are effectively they're days that the Catholic Church uses to basically recognize a particular saint or individual as someone of particular note. In this
I
particular
was
day,
raised
it
Catholic. I
was
had no idea that happened.
yeah, and neither did I. I'm still learning about Catholicism and everything. But yeah, so this last Thursday was a feast day for Mary, and the readings were basically about Mary, and then
Was
about
it good? Was the
how
food good? What was Mary's ingredients? Sugar,
well, I don't
spice, and
know.
everything nice.
There was no food. There was no food, although that would have been pretty cool because it was at like 7, so it would have been nice to have gotten there and got
There was
dinner
no
too.
fucking food on the feast day.
That's
Nope.
What?
All right, that's
Did
a
they share
religion that would have got,
recipes at
dude.
least?
You're gonna bring my fucking hungry ass to that place and shit, thinking that I'm saving my appetite for the God feast. Yeah, for the Mary feast,
Like, we
the
didn't eat.
holy badass, manna from heaven. No, so what? So it's
You're just
dude. That's what I hate about the Bible. It's a fucking metaphor. It's a metaphor. Like, what the fuck? The feast is. What does the feast mean?
That's not even in the Bible. That's just what they do.
I'm sure it's somewhere in the Bible. I'm sure they stuck it in there. But so what does the feast mean? Like they just pray a bunch?
I'm honestly not 100% sure why they call it a feast. Like
Let's
a
look it
feast
up.
day.
All right, let's see. Why do Catholics call it a feast day? Catholics celebrate feast days to remember and honor someone important of their faith. The word feast comes from the Latin word festus, which means joy.
Oh, so it's just a celebration day.
That makes sense. They're all into Latin. Catholics.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense that feast would mean that because you'd probably only have a feast associated with an event like that or celebrating somebody like that. So then it just naturally became like, oh, let's be hedonistic, and eat a bunch of food.
Yeah.
You don't eat anything? You guys don't even get coffee and donuts or what?
It depends on the church. There was one church I went to where they had coffee and donuts, like free coffee and donuts after service.
They don't have it at your place? That's usually the hook. It's like you do the whole thing, and then afterwards everybody kind of mingles with some coffee and donuts.
Yeah, there was this other church I was checking out. It was one of the other churches I was thinking about attending. And they had that. They had, like, oh, please join us for free coffee and donuts in the foyer after
They're never
service.
good donuts, and the coffee's never good, but I like it. I like that, I think. I like that.
I feel like that's AA. Like,
I mean, hey.
Maybe you're not going to church. Maybe you're going to AA.
Well, maybe if y'all would tithe
It's kind of the
more.
same thing. It's like, isn't AA usually, at least Alcoholics Anonymous is pretty heavily based on church. It's like
Yeah.
you're yourself to a higher power, which is usually God.
Yeah.
You ever been to AA, Robles? I know you used to have a fucking, you used to do smack? You used to shoot into your dick, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. 7 times a day.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do
7
now.
times a
Whenever
day,
somebody
8
tells
days a
me that
week.
they stop drinking, I'm just gonna pretend like they used to do heroin. Hey Ryan, remember you used to do smack, right? Is she right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did used to go to AA meetings. And so
Just to pick up chicks. I've been there.
Oh yeah, totally.
I just do it
You
for
can
5
find-
minutes,
No, that's what old
All
comics
the
used to do
best.
back in the day. I heard someone Ponce used to do that with somebody else. There you go to the AA meetings
I go for the
Good
snacks.
stage time.
for the snacks, for the coffee and the donuts. All right, go on one more time. We gotta do that one of these days, though. Fuck them. I'm gonna kill.
Just start doing sets.
That's what they used to do. Because back before they used to have actual mics and shit, they would want to get stage time, so they would go to the AA meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
For the
Cool.
stage time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it effectively is unlimited stage time. It's like you can get up there, you can stand up and like talk for as long as you want. So you could go up there and do a 10-minute act if you wanted to, and see how many
Interesting.
laughs you can get.
See, he's not discouraging me. He's just kind of telling me why this is a
And
great
there are
idea.
AA meetings like every day throughout the day, so you can effectively do like maybe 20 minutes of material every day at 4 different
Yeah.
AA meetings.
That's what I was like telling you.
And they
there's
don't
a
tell you,
Salvation
they don't
Army
give you the
everywhere.
light. Like they just keep on going, buddy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have all your material based around alcohol, why not? But no, I went to AA meetings. I went for like a year and a half after I hit rock bottom. And then after
We talked
that,
about this on the show before. What was your rock bottom again?
I mean, I'm
Smoking
not going
rock?
to say what it was. I can say the day that it was, though.
Oh, you're not going to say what it was? All right.
No. But so yeah, I went to AA meetings after that because I really wanted get serious.
I like how I
about,
get all offended that somebody doesn't want to express their personal, most deepest traumatic moment
Live on
the air
stage, right?
For like
right
two,
on
for
air.
2 listeners. I'm like,
open up.
yeah. No, I appreciate that. I think that's good. I need to have more of that in my life. Whenever somebody asks me a question, I just answer it earnestly because, I'm a great Christian. But, live your lie, Robles. I understand. That's your journey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Basically, after that, went to AA. Did that for like a year and a half, and then after that, kind of stopped going, but kept the spirituality component, and that's where I guess really where my walk in faith with God honestly started. And I mean,
You got into God
that
through
was
AA?
10 years ago. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Like I was into spirituality before AA, and then AA kind of turned me towards God, and then going towards God led me to like, well, what do I think of God, and how do I want to conceptualize that? And here I am.
Now, did you stick with sobriety, or did? Cause
Yeah.
So you still been sober, like full, like you don't drink at
Yeah.
all? I've been sober actually for about, I want to say like 5 weeks now, except for the mushrooms I just took before this. But no, it does seem to help a lot. Like, and it's a hard fucking thing, man. Because especially in doing comedy, fuck, man, when you're at a bar every night.
Yeah, and it's a really, that's a fine line, is allowing yourself to drink or like to have that altered headspace before you get on, and having to rely on that, because I know that's a huge theme in comedy, is like, oh well, I'm only funny when I'm high or when I'm drunk or whatever, and it's like, nah, like you should be funny without that too, and you are.
Thank you. No, it is something. It is something that does cross my mind for sure, because it's like it's such a big part of our culture, just like not even just American culture, but just like humanity. Like everybody drinks, and so it's like, dang, dude, I don't do this thing that everybody does. But I mean, it's kind of also one of those things where it's like I've gone so long without it, and I've kind of overcome.
Have you thought about trying Coke?
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, right. Here's my thing, dude. You don't do drinking, but everybody does Coke too. I mean, all the cool people do at least.
The funniest comics do Coke.
The funniest comics do.
Yeah.
Imagine how much shit you get done in your car. You could just be doing the AC system by yourself by just like waving fans. That could be you.
Yeah. No.
You should get a ceiling fan in your fucking van. That'd be so cool.
A ceiling fan? No, I don't have the space for a ceiling fan.
You can get a little tiny one.
Yeah, they make little teeny tiny ones.
I have a little.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I have two like movable fans, like two clip fans.
Have you seen the
I use
socket
those.
fans that you can get?
Yeah, dude, and the blades retract, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, well, you can get ones that even they don't do that. So what you do is, if you can get a light socket in your fucking ceiling, you can put a little fan that's also a light, and it has like little blades around it. And dude, I have that. Yeah, I put that in my fucking old place and shit. And it would really circulate the air more than you'd think. And it has like 3 settings for the fans and 3 settings for the light. I don't know, how easy would that be to install a light socket into your ceiling?
I mean, I could just run a extension cord from my inverter and then just run it off of that.
Would you be
so I
able to
could
have the
definitely do
socket? It needs the socket port though. It needs to.
It just depends on how it would connect.
Bet we could make one. Bet we can make one.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you and see if it even interests you, because I know you're talking about getting the. If you already, he was talking about getting this AC thing with like the built-in ground, like the little ground, what do you call it, vents? Like vents in the floorboards of the fucking van, dude. I'm like, that sounds so
that makes sense.
sick, dude. Honestly, you wouldn't even need a fucking ceiling fan if you had that. It'd probably just bump your head into it. But all right, man.
Still
Well,
look cool though.
I love you, Don. Keep us updated. We'll call you back soon. And thanks a lot for talking to us. All right.
Cool, dude. Have a good day.
You too, man. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace.
All right,
Bye, Don.
Bye, Don.
Bye, Jimmy. Bye, Jimmy. Bye, John. Nice to see y'all again.
That's Mr. Robles. And I got Zavedra calling up on the line.
Zach Saavedra.
Yeah, I'm going to do a show tonight. I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah,
Get him
he's
to
pretty
plug
cool.
his show if you wanted to. Oh, we didn't even get to the only one topic I wanted to talk about. So that's fine. I'll end it with that. Hey, what's up, Zach? How
Hello,
you been, man?
you got the Zach Attack here.
Hey, you call me Monitor Quarter for Quality Insurance. How's it going, sexy?
Huh?
The fuck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
All right, stop fucking with me.
All right, man. That's fucking.
I don't like how you're trying to be cool.
Fucking.
Trying to throw me off my
Jews
game.
over here.
You say Jews?
Oh, sorry, I forgot we're on a podcast.
All right, good. Thank
Hey,
God.
what's up, Jimmy, Lou, and John? Abraham?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Zach?
What's going on, guys?
We're here. We're present.
here. We're present.
alive. We made it.
All right. Let's fucking stop with all that shit. All right. So tonight I'm going to be on the Neon Monkey House show. Are you really trying to pay for your rent, or is that just to guilt us?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely will help for sure. My buddy who used to rent a room out from me, he moved to Florida, so now
How much do you charge for rent, man? How much do you charge for rent a month?
Oh, it depends who's asking.
That's fair.
Yeah.
When did he move out?
What? When did he move out?
Yeah, when did he move out?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Did he leave
you know what?
right before rent
You really
was due?
missed a fuck. You could have had me living in your house, and you really missed out on that, Zach, because that was the
darn
exact
it.
window. I know. See, you could have had all this in your house, just chain smoking, telling you and trying to lie to you about it.
You what?
I said just chain smoking in your house and trying to lie about it.
You could have had 2 podcast studios in that house.
Like, why does you
Holy
smoke
shit, that would be
cigarettes? I'm
kinda
like, I
funny.
just smoked one. I just came inside. What are you talking about?
That's
Shit.
basically how our relationship was. He would be like, I'd be like, hey man, don't smoke weed in the house. And he's like, I didn't. I just came in from outside. I just smell like it.
Oh, if I can't smoke weed in the house, what am I paying for? I live with my parents
Exactly.
now, dude. I go live with my mom and dad if I gotta smoke weed in the house. What the hell?
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of fucking heavy hitters on the show tonight. You got me. You got who else you got? Yeah, I know you got Suarez. He's all the way from New York. That's beautiful. You got who else you got on the show? Come on, let's hype the people up.
I got Warren Greed. I got
That's
the
not
Rosales brothers.
Warren.
You got who else? You got fucking Scott Ramos.
Oh yeah, no,
Hey.
Scott Ramos gonna be there.
I feel like these are all guys who've done your show.
That's gonna be fun. What are you guys doing tonight? You guys going out with your family?
No, I got a spot at the Artisan tonight.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Come chill with us. Don't even do comedy. Just watch.
Don't even tell them. This is you telling them, right?
All right.
Yeah, but I'm getting paid. So.
You guys go. Hey, after you guys go
yeah.
to the Artisan, go to the Neon Monkey.
There you go.
I'm doing the 7:30. I'm doing the 7:30 show, not the 9:30 show.
All right. See, that's what I'm saying. You have plenty of time. What time does our show start? 10?
9.
9? Fuck. All right. Well, I can't wait. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be an amazing show. We're doing it. What's the parking situation like?
Street parking. All free street parking. I can valet for you for an extra $10.
There we go. Yeah. All right, beautiful, man. Hey, so I want to talk to you about this news story while I have you on the line. So,
Yeah,
did you hear
do
about the Disney wrongful death lawsuit?
What?
I did hear about that. Yes.
All right, so John, have you heard about that?
No. Let's.
You haven't heard about Jimmy? Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about this.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, I'm just gonna read the article. And I'm gonna put this on the screen for our screen viewing people. So. Basically, Walt Disney Company is trying to toss out a widower's wrongful death lawsuit, arguing he agreed to settle any disputes with the entertainment giant and any of its affiliates out of court when he signed up for a free trial of its streaming service. So, if you guys are, kind of going, okay, what does Alonzo say? I'm not going to just listen to him read an article. I want to hear the truth out of his mouth. So basically what's happening is that because this dude signed up for Disney Plus, they're saying that he signed a what would you call it? Some kind of disclosure agreement that they disclosed that he agreed to arbitrate all disputes against the company, which means he forgoed his right to a jury and judge trial and shit like that. And he signed that in that little box where it says that when you click this, you agree to all the shit that you didn't read. This is what you're not reading, apparently. So you heard about this, Zach?
Yeah, so it's like essentially like that episode of South Park when they become like human centipede. Do you guys remember that
Oh
episode?
yeah.
I don't
It's all
honestly. I was
reference,
remembering the
yeah.
Black Mirror episode where the chick she agreed to have her whole life recorded and made into a TV show because she signed the user agreement. But apparently, the idea has been out there. I guess.
Yeah.
So basically, Disney is trying to say you signed this contract with our company, and they're trying to use their right as the parent company, but he didn't sign a contract with Disney Parks. He signed it with Disney Plus.
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's the interesting thing about that. So I probably did a bad job of explaining this. So apparently, some dude died at a Disney Parks restaurant inside of Disney Parks because of a food allergy. And his widow is trying to sue Disney because of that.
Yeah.
And what Disney filed was a motion that because he signed a disclosure, and also it says it right here, an illegal filing, lawyers for Walt Disney Parks and Resorts said that the matter should be referred to an outside arbitrator, which means there's no jury and judge trial, because when Piccolo, which is such a great name because that's from Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
so I'm on his side, signed up for Disney Plus account in 2019, and when he bought tickets to Epcot on the Disney website in 2023, he agreed to arbitrate all disputes against the company. So
shit, that's fucked up.
yeah, so that was a part of the terms and conditions is that whether
He's dead though, right? So
yeah,
like,
so but it's so he can't sue, but his widow didn't sign it, so she might be able to sue on some kind of grounds.
yeah.
But what they're trying to say is that he, Disney. So my mom actually made a good point. I was talking to her, and they were like, "I bet Disney did that so that they had to go through the restaurants and shit. So now the guy can only sue the restaurant." But I was thinking like, all right, well, but it's a restaurant and Disney thing, so they should probably pay off some shit too. But then I was thinking, all right, well, then who even leaked this document? You know what I mean? If it wasn't the lawyer for the person trying to sue, so they could like pressure Disney into doing something about it. I don't know.
Which is a great tactic.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. But apparently,
Like,
what I was
always leak shit.
I was reading into this. This isn't even uncommon with just Disney. So like, this is like anytime you sign those user agreements, a lot of times you're agreeing to arbitrate outside of the court system, and that's legally binding. Apparently the Supreme Court will uphold that, because or some shit like that. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Any takes on that besides the South Park thing?
So like,
I mean, yeah, Disney's kind of smart, honestly. Like, that's a good way to just like basically have a shit park,
well,
and anything can happen.
Well, I mean, here's my thing. As much as you're like, oh, fuck the corporations, it's like I would, like a little defense against just the common person to sue me because some shit happened. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's how you get so big, man. Is like fuck the plebes,
Yeah, I mean, but and honestly, I'm like, I don't think that they would have even made that thing unless there was some retards that slipped in some shit, and then like sued for $1 million anyway. So it's hard for me to like not take Disney's side on this.
But what did he eat like that killed him? Do we know?
I think it
want
was
to know what was
seafood
the
or some shit.
what
It was like a
was
seafood allergy.
He choked on a
What was
choked
his
on a
last
Mickey
supper?
Mouse footlong.
Zach said he choked on Mickey Mouse's footlong. That's a nice one. You like that? That guy died, Zach. All right. You
Oh,
think that's
shit, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, exactly. You son of a bitch.
You're right. I read it was an allergen. He was allergic to something.
Hey, did you catch
And they were
the?
like, no, there's no allergies in this.
I swear.
That's a good one. No allergies in this. All right, so, did you watch the earlier show with with Cosmo on?
You had Cosmo on?
Yeah, you didn't catch that?
No, oh my
Dude.
God, that guy's a psycho.
Dude, watch the intro. Watch the beginning of the show. Trust me, it's very funny.
I heard he did a Blind Tiger apology tour for his outburst at the Joe Rogan concert.
He said he never did that. That's what I can't figure out. Was because he's like, I wasn't even there. I just stole Davey's T-shirts to convince people I was there. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. You gotta watch. You gotta watch the thing. It's very confusing.
Yeah, he's an interesting fellow for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he called in.
Yeah, he called in. He went through the whole thing. Apparently, it's dude, you gotta watch it because first he talks. Well, you gotta watch it because first he calls in and tells the whole thing, and then somebody from my past calls in from back when he used to live in Arkansas, and then he comes back and he's like, everything I said before was bullshit. And it's like, wait, what? And then it's like, this is what really happened.
It's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, and then it just kept on going. I kept on going, but you should watch it. It's interesting. I like
A lot of twists and turns.
Apparently, Cosmo is working on an organic marketing campaign, and he stole Davey Jackson's T-shirts and he wrote it with White Cotton. He said White Cotton was one of his main writers on the whole thing.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever kind of shit he's smoking, I'll take some.
And he said he didn't steal the shirts.
No, it was a prank.
He hit him.
Yeah, he hit him behind the crawfish broiler.
Yeah.
There was a couple crawfish.
I'm just wondering.
Hey, I told him that was the last place I looked. I told everybody, don't look behind there. There's nothing behind there. And now I felt like an asshole because that's where they were.
Zach, are you one of Davey's goons?
Oh yeah, because Davey
what I wanted to ask.
sent out the goons at Cosmo and all that in White Cotton. Well, no, Davey sent his own self. He was like, okay, I'm gonna send the goons out to Cosmo because I'm not gonna dirty my hands with that shit. And then he stepped to fucking White Cotton himself with the camera. It was very drill of him. It was very fucking Little Reese of him.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it actually before he posted it, and I was like, I mean, like, I personally, I like Davey. He's never done anything wrong to me. I usually just look at people based on how they treat me.
Yeah. The only thing Davey's ever done for me is call into my show and give me content, so I can't say anything bad about him, you know.
Exactly.
So I do like enjoy the thing, but I'm gonna say Davey Jackson did embarrass us in front of the Lizard Man. All right, and
that's true.
Yeah, and for that, I don't know if I can forgive that right away. I need to put me on another show before I forgive that.
What's so funny? The funniest part about that video to me is just the fact that Jay and the Lizard Man are just outside having a casual conversation.
Yeah,
he's not a lizard man.
They're just minding their own business.
Yeah, they're just hiding under a rock outside together.
Like, what the hell are they like? I can't even imagine what conversation they were having.
I know exactly. I'll tell you exactly what conversation they were having. There was this. Yeah, nobody understands this place except for me. I just keep on trying to raise these people up. You understand, Lizard Man. See, you're brave enough to just completely transform yourself. That's what I'm trying to do now with this comedy thing. I'm transforming White Cotton into kind of a Lizard Man persona, if you understand. Is it bothering you that I don't have any sleeves? He stole that from Torino. Dude, Torino started the no sleeves comedy thing, and then White Cotton comes in and steals that from him. And I said that Torino sold his sleeves to the devil. So what do you think? Who do you think White Cotton sold him to? I don't know. It scared me. And also, I like the dismissive wave that he gave to Davey. Did you catch that? He was like, he gave him a dismissive wave. Yeah, he didn't even get up, dude. White Cotton was so G in that, honestly, because he just he didn't move at all. He didn't change his body posture at once. He just get out of here with his. He lifted his wrist to shoo Davey away. I can't lie. You know, he did look like a sleeveless wizard out there, but. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a very interesting turn of events for sure. Whatever, man. I just want to do some comedy, you know? Like, I don't understand why it's got to be so goddamn political and everyone's like, you know, there's drama every turn. Aren't we all just trying to get funnier?
I mean, it all comes from one place.
Well, I think it's an algorithm thing, right? People are trying to start drama to get caught.
Oh yeah, no, dude. So here's the thing: you don't even got to worry about the drama. That was all Cosmo's plan. Yeah. So if you want to blame anybody, blame Cosmo because apparently this is he's the one that did all that. He's the one that sold the T-shirts.
I don't think that guy's ever had a plan in his life. If I'm being honest.
Can you say that in court on his behalf, please? Because we can actually use that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When it gets down to the legal shit, we might need that.
I once saw him get so I don't know if he was drunk or high, but he was standing in a bar, and he literally asked Warren Greed probably about 50 to 100 times if he would come over here. Hey Warren, come over here. And Warren's like, no thanks, I'm okay. And he's like, Greed, come over here. Come on, sit down. Come here. Let me talk to you. He's like, no, I'm good. Come on, Greed. Warren, come on, my guy. And Warren's like, dude.
And imagine, dude, Warren's so tall, it probably took him like 2 minutes for that message to even reach him from all the way up there and shit. So that must have been really
And
annoying.
he's like, no thanks, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what does that say? Does that say more about Cosmo or about Warren's ability to big dick people? I mean, I don't know.
That's a good.
Are you
that's a
listening
very
to the
good
fucking
question.
show in the background? Can I hear myself now? I'm trying to figure out why it sounds so fucking retarded. Are you listening to the show in the background? You never called into a show
Not
before?
just me. Good.
Me?
All right, son of a bitch. All right, I love you. I'm going to see you tonight. Thanks for calling in. Where can people buy tickets?
Hell yeah, dude. You can buy tickets at the door, or just Venmo me, or Cash App me, at Neon Monkey _ZS.
Neon Monkey _ ZS or CS?
Z as in Zach.
Zach Saavedra, ZS. Neon Monkey _ ZS for Zach Saavedra.
Right.
It's $10 to Cash App it. Come check it out. It's gonna be a really wild show. We're doing it at his house, and it's gonna be really fun, man. I can't wait. Thanks a lot for having me on
Hell
there.
yeah.
Thanks a lot for calling
Yeah,
in.
man, and whoever's the funniest tonight gets to be my new roommate. So I mean,
That's good. That's good.
All right, man. All right, love you, dude.
all right.
Stay safe.
See y'all later. Love you too. Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Legit, that's the perfect way to pick your new roommate is have them audition.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I like that.
Who could sell tickets
Especially in
and who got
comedy.
funny? Like,
Yeah. He might have Michael Suarez as his new roommate. And he's like, I don't even know how this happened. It's like he can't stop because he won the contest. And his pride won't let him not be his roommate. I used to live in New York, but now I'm living in San Antonio. But
you signed a disclaimer,
Yeah.
you know. You read the fine print.
When you Venmo'd me, that was he agreed to be on the show. That would be so funny. Like that was the prize. Sign a contract with Zach. All right. Well, we had a lot of callers in today, man.
Yeah, it was just a good show, man.
Dude, you're so lucky. You don't have to say shit. You just got to sit back and enjoy yourself and just
Yeah,
chime
it
in
was-
whenever you want. It's like
Come
you're
down
watching a
on
show.
mushrooms and it was
interacting
just
with
nice. It was nice.
And Jimmy, thank you for being there as well. Thank you so much. When's the podcast coming back?
It's gonna come back soon. I was working on a whole bunch of stuff this week, so got some new commercials, new sound effects and stuff. But yeah, I'm give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks, there should be something out. So.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was the episode for today. I'm gonna try to get it started a little earlier next week, but I just want to make sure everything looked good. And it's kind of the first time doing it with all the lights and everything set up. And actually went a lot better than I thought it would. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for everybody in the chat. Zandy Ramirez as always. And you guys can go check out the Chatter open mic on Mondays. Also the Lucky Duck open mic on Mondays as well. So the Chatter is at the Babcock Bar off of Hebner. And where is the Lucky Duck?
It's off of North Alamo Street downtown.
Yeah, and so it's set up in a way that you can go, I think, to both of them if you guys go to one
Yeah,
early enough.
hit up the Chatter first, and then swing on down to the Lucky Duck afterwards.
The Chatter at 7:30 and Lucky Duck starts at 9.
Thank you guys so much, and you can follow these guys at
I'm at John _Abraham _C.
No, you're John Abraham Comedy.
Am I comedy? Okay, I'm at Son John. Damn it. What she said.
And what are you at?
Yeah, and I'm at Jimmy Lou Who on Instagram.
And how do you spell that?
At JYMMI.
Yeah,
LU.
LU and then HOW, all one word.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. And I'm at, let's take this off. Alonzo Cantu. Follow me on Instagram. Thanks, you guys, a lot. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or don't. I don't mind. If you guys want to support, buy a t-shirt, or you can go to badfirstimpressions.com. I did put the Patreon back up, and we have 2 tiers. We have the Brahmin tier, which is the highest tier possible, for $20 a month. And then we also have the slightly lower merchant tier, which I forget. It's hard to pronounce. It's like Kayash fucking some shit. I think it's $5. You literally don't get anything. I'll send you stickers, and actually, if you probably do the $20 one a month, I'll send you a t-shirt, but I can't like write that down because I don't want people fucking getting mad at me if I don't send it out. But I'll send you stickers if you do the 5, and I'll send you stickers and a t-shirt if you do the 20. But it's literally only there because somebody asked me to do it. I didn't put it up there because I thought anybody would. But if you want to support the show, it's $5 a month or $20 a month on Patreon, or buy a T-shirt, man, at Etsy/shop/Bad First Impressions, or you can always like and subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost you a goddamn thing. So what the fuck are you doing? All right, that's all. Have a great one. That's been a funky dealer. You guys got anything to say?
Nope.
Nah, man. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
Cry me a river,
Blackie.
Thank you very much.
Nine a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, scraps, wants 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 4. Ace, deuce, ace, deuce, scrap, wants 4. Scrap, wants 4. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
Nine a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Nine a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4, and he made it the hard way. Pay the front line, take the hard. You have a shooter and a good one. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
So funky. So funky. Check me out, y'all.
8 shooting for 9. Shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
So funky. So funky.
Coming out again for a new point.
So funky.
Bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hard 4?
So funky.
5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
4 4's the point, mark 4.
So funky.
Ace, deuce, scraps, wants 4. Ace, deuce, deuce.
So funky.
Scraps, wants 1. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Got a hot hand. Hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Got a hot hand. Hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Who wants to come?
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4 4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Play 6.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's